This playthrough is rated T for teen.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with some bonus content of Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. Forgive the no sound. I'm recording this almost immediately after beating the game, and for some reason it kills the music, the opening theme, when you get here. So it's a little quiet for a little weird part. But this bonus episode is going to cover some of the stuff I missed in previous stuff, like character stuff and little extras. So first things first, when you defeat the game, there's a couple new things to start in the main menu. When you get to start one, you can choose one player, two player tutorial, or the gauntlet. Now, what is the gauntlet? Let's find out. Let's load up this thing and see what bonus we get for beating the game. You can get this on any of the difficulties, by the way. Normal, easy, normal, hard. You can't get an extreme because you already unlock it before extreme, so. You must destroy all the monsters in this dungeon and escape with your life. You cannot save the game while in the gauntlet. If you make it out alive, you'll have access to extreme mode. Now, that's not completely true, but we'll get to it when we get to it. But we play the most famous character in Dungeons & Dragons, Drizzt Do'Urden. Yeah, he's got all of his items that he has from the books. Now, I forgot which book came out by this time. I think it's after the second trilogy of books that came out about him, but I could be wrong. So, yeah, he gets Icing Death, a +3 Frost Scimitar, and Twinkle, +5 Defending Scimitar. He has his Mithril Chainmail. He's also wearing his Pawafi, or however you pronounce it. It looks a little bit different than other variations on him. I'm not sure what my favorite itineration of Drizzt is in gaming. Maybe the Baldur's Gate game, the original one, even though you don't actually get to see him very much. You just hear his voice. You get 3 potions, and his stats are at 16. I think that's what my character was at before I beat the game, my elf. So, yeah, it doesn't have as much HP as I do, but, you know, he doesn't have, like, a bunch of abilities. Yeah, strength 13. I think most of his stats are pretty close. I think his stats in the actual game, like in D&D, like in the books and everything like that, I think they put it at 15 originally, but, yeah, quite a bit of dexterity, which makes sense. But, now the thing about like the game said, well, there you go. Oh man, that's funny that I died to a bomb at the very beginning. That sounds appropriate for me. So yeah, 15 minutes to defeat the gauntlet. Now what the gauntlet is that, I guess bombs aren't always there. Now the gauntlet is 7 areas where you have to fight monsters in every single area, and you can't save it, so you have to go through it the first time through. And there are creatures in this gauntlet, no matter, because you can play it. It's a set difficulty or whatever it is. Even has his own voice actor, stuff like that. But with Drizzt, the way you have to do this, and I'm probably not gonna be able to finish it. I'll try the best I can. The way you're supposed to do it with Drizzt is you're supposed to basically do a lot of hit and run tactics. Like when it comes to certain creatures, just because of the way Drizzt works. His magic spell is basically... Actually, can I even look at his... Hold on. Okay, let me go look at his abilities here. So, I forgot. I don't know why I skipped over Death Blow. He has a chance to do... critical hits will do a lot more damage. As you saw there, at like his level and his abilities, he was doing pretty decent damage. He has approved critical, which just increases chance to crit. He has approved block. He can block without a shield, is how it works. You can also get, you can also get like he's already got repulsion, which is that ability that just knocks people back. He gets Icy Sphere, which allows him to throw cold damage at people. Now you're probably thinking, why don't you just use spells and then like wait for his thing to regen, and then go into the next room? Well, there's a time limit. You have 15 minutes to beat the thing, so you have to be a bit smarter about it. Dodge, he doesn't have that included. Deflect missiles, he has a chance to block missile attacks. Willpower gives him mana, and then intestinal fortitude, which increases regeneration rate, which would help. So, there's the... I never actually showed that in the main campaign, but yeah, it just throws like a... It freezes someone and gives like a condition, a frozen or slow condition, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, we've already got a minute in here. We've got 7 rooms to go through, by the way. I think that's the voice they gave him in the original Baldur's Gate game too.
I have no energy left.
Yeah, that sounds about right. You have to be careful about using this. Like, you only get so many potions and health potions, so you kind of have to like play this. Like I said, I might not beat it on screen. I forgot what each room has. There's like a specific set of monsters per area. You know, I said you have 7 to go through. So I'm trying not to use my health potions until until we get to certain areas. And the problem that we're gonna have at some point is some monsters will like easily like wreck Dritz's day, you know, that type of thing. Oh yeah, I gotta watch out for the. I don't know why it's dropping money, by the way. Yeah, you have to watch out for the sorcerers because they'll do that poison thing to Dritz, and you want to keep Dritz's life. Besides, I might at some point do a heal because in the next round we'll probably start taking more damage. So, but I'm trying to. Sorry if I'm not talking too much. I'm trying to focus, see if I can. Got poison. I thought I was constantly moving, but apparently not. Yeah, I'll do heal. We're fighting the fly swarm or whatever, so I have to heal otherwise. Otherwise, it'll take too much damage. Now, yeah, you can equip Dritz with other stuff, not just his equipment. Usually, though, for the most part, you pretty much want to leave Dritz on his equipment, except in maybe some weird circumstances. What did we get anyway? An iron shield. Yeah, really no reason to keep them. I'm trying to remember. I don't think there ever gets to the point where you completely like, uh-oh, Umber Hulks. Yeah. Actually, I should have switched to the sphere. Yeah, see this. It's like creatures like this. Yeah, too bad Dritz doesn't get a like yeah, you kind of have to like either do the whole block thing with Dritz or. Oops, I was near the fire. I'm trying to see if I can get like. Unfortunately, the sphere just like he doesn't have a lot of mana, so. I'm trying to get a few attacks with Dritz before, yeah. Luckily with Twinkle or Icing Death. Icing Death he got from killing a white dragon near Tin Towns. Oh boy. Alright. These aren't even the hardest creatures that we had to fight in the thing. We actually had to fight some of those atlases that we fought in the final chapter, and they can one-shot you. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get the time limit. We'll see. Probably should just stick to 2 hits. I'm trying to get... There we go. Yeah, I'm trying not to spend too many potions if I can help it, because they are limited. But I'm not going through these as fast as I'd like. I like the little comment, the music there. You just gotta play it a bit smart and not like go... You basically can't play the gauntlet like you would on like easy or normal mode. Especially against like the Umber Hulks, for example. Too bad Dritz doesn't get a bow and arrow. He actually can use bow. He's actually pretty good. There's a bow he got in the books. I think it was called Heartseeker. And then he gave it, well, I forgot if he got it or if Caddybury got it. I think he got it and then he gave it to Caddybury, who was his, which he was like a mentor to her, but then when she grew up, she started having feelings for him, and then got ooey because, you know, Dritz basically, well, not raised her, but, you know, he saw her grow up, basically, and so it's one of those kind of creepy situations where you're like, dude, you saw her as a kid. It's kind of, you know, that's how I feel. But I find it ooey, basically. I'm trying to get 1 spider down here, not 2. Oh, I turned around, but I was trying to dodge, and then I'm trying to take advantage of the AI's stupidity at times. And the whole room's filled with giant spiders. Yeah, I'm trying to take advantage of like the spiders, like kind of like being able to like run around them. That's pretty much how you have to do this, is take advantage of like the weird AI sometimes. Uh-oh, crap. Yeah, the heal, because I was afraid it might I keep getting unlucky with their attacks. Come on, turn around. Yeah, I think we'll say random comments and stuff like that. Nope, come on. I hate getting next to the fire because you start taking like little bits of fire. Ooh, nice. Okay, come on. Ooh, we got pretty lucky there. Oh, come on. Now that we're... I wish I hadn't taken so much damage. heal again, unfortunately. Oh, you poisoned me in between the blocks. Boo! Actually, now I'm getting a little annoyed. Yeah, I missed. How many potions I got? Well, we'll see what happens. And of course, because of his HP isn't as high, or his mana isn't high, anytime he uses a mana potion, it almost fills it up completely, because what's his mana? It's like, yeah, 57, that's not very much. It was, I think, like, my elf was like at 100 something by the end of the game or something. Alright, we got gnolls. Let's see if I can, oh, come on! Yeah, they're just as fast. Golly. Frickin' stupid gnolls. I'm trying not to get all of them to like gang up on me. That was what I was trying to do. I was trying to like separate them to a point. Better see if I can disrupt that storm. Oh, they keep. Yeah, the problem with the wizards in this is they do those cheap tactics. You know? Oh man. Well, at least they poison poison the gnoll at least. Yeah, the only problem is I feel like I might not be able to get to the final room fast enough, because it's supposed to be 7 major gauntlet areas. Oh, I'm actually getting armor drops finally. And let's see, gloves. That'll help, I guess. I'll still get hit pretty easily, but we'll show off all the other stuff. It's just because the gauntlet doesn't actually take that long to do.
There's no room for that.
Oh, crap. Let's drop the shield. I don't need that. We're not going to wear that at all. I'd rather pick up potions than that. Like, his scimitars are enough for the rest of the game, or rest of the gauntlet, so. And there's a reason why you want to do this, other than playing extreme mode, of course. But I'll show you a way to get around it here soon. As soon as we get to, didn't want all of them to activate. Dang it! I'm trying to see if I can. I'm trying not to. Ugh. There we go. Yeah, I'm trying to just. I guess I could be using a bit more magic. I just want to save it for the right instances. I meant to use a energy bow. There you go, I got pretty good run right there. What do we get? And chain gloves. Yeah. Nice. Oh, that was really good. Oh. I mean, we'll still get hit pretty easily, but man, Dritz can definitely hold his own. Man, if only you could play as the whole game as Dritz. That would be awesome. But who believes in pipe dreams? Actually, I'm going to drop that. There's no reason to keep those. Definitely filling up. I might start using a bit more magic, because these potions are filling my inventory. But I still need them, because like I said, when we get to the end of the gauntlet, Dritz is going to possibly get one-shotted by some creatures. So now, why is Dritz here in some? Oh god, we got the gargoyles now. Oh god. Probably repulsion is probably the way I want to go here. Oh crap! Maybe I should slow them down. Oh good, I got them. Very careful. Yeah, they're just as dangerous in the full game. So yeah, you definitely don't want them ganging up on you. Okay. Yeah, and Dritz is fast too. Like he can do. I don't think any of the other characters can do double attack. I think Dritz is the only character in the game that can do double attack stuff. So this is very nice. Okay, how many more? We got any more gargoyles? Yeah, we got a few. I think I have beaten the gauntlet before, like a long time ago, but I don't remember a whole lot, unfortunately. Like I said, it's been forever since I played this game. Heal. Oh, I thought I saw a ring or something like that drop. And weirdly enough, they don't. I feel like the gargoyles don't do as much damage to you as they did in the main game. But
I'm already carrying as much as I can.
all right, Dritz, I hear you.
I cannot carry any more.
All right, calm down. Yeah, even though they're hitting me pretty frequently, yeah. Too bad I've been getting kind of unlucky with like item drops.
I cannot carry any more.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. And by the way, just if you don't have the
There's
room,
no room for
just.
that. There's no room for that.
Can I drop anything else? No. Well, I could drop the regular healing potions because those are extras. And I'll just grab whatever's
I'm
left.
already carrying as much as I can.
Oh, I had to be. Yeah, I had to be.
There's no room for that.
Okay, that'll work. Yeah, hopefully I get it, but I'm not sure. Oh, we got Drow. Got our cousins.
There's no room for that.
Yeah, I'm kind of starting to use. Nah,
I
I don't.
cannot carry
Other
any more.
cups are not better than what I got.
There's no room for that.
Yeah, I'm just if I can't take it with me, I'm leaving it. So we say on guard. Yeah, my guard is down. Okay. Yeah, I probably should skip like grabbing every single.
I'm already carrying as much as I can.
Too much. I might have to run. 2 minutes is not enough time to finish everything off. Uh-oh. Crap. there's the big bad of this area is the. Oh, don't get in the way! Oh god, that guy can like possibly one-shot you. Oh, actually, there's actually no reason to grab the bow and arrow. I don't have any arrows, so there's no reason to grab it. It must be just a product of the randomization. Yeah. Let's see if I can get around this guy. You got to be very careful, because he could possibly one-shot you if you're not careful.
An opening is down. Your guard is down.
Yeah, sorry if I'm not saying much. I'm trying to beat this guy. So I'm trying to focus. Woo! Got him. Actually, can I
I'm already
even?
carrying as much as I can.
Leave the Onyx Sword. Whatever. Oh crap! I think there's like 1 or 2 more enemies in here. Okay, hurry up! Crap! No!
You've left me.
Okay, I should have defeated everyone. Please make it! Come on, Dritz! Thank you! Yes, we did it! Woo! Oh man, we did it. We beat the gauntlet. I wasn't sure if I was actually going to get that the first time through. And you do have to make a save spot for it, so. Okay. Now, if you beat the gauntlet, you now unlock, I'm just going to show it. Yeah, you unlock extreme mode at this point, which is obviously, enemies punch harder, have more HP, and a bunch of other stuff. So this is one of those modes you definitely don't want to start off pro bono. You want to definitely start the game and then bring someone in that is like high level already, stuff like that. So okay, so now that we've done that, there's a few tricks I'm gonna do first. So now to actually play, you play as the Gauntlet Dritz Steward, and so you're probably like, his avatar's in the game, can we actually play him in the story? And I was joking earlier, it's like, yes, we actually can. To do that, you have to play extreme mode. If you beat extreme mode, you can play the game as Dritz. And that seems a bit crazy given how hard what extreme mode would be, but it is a reward for doing that. There is a little bit easier way to do that. So let's go to easy mode, and we have like or whatever mode you choose. So we have the characters as always. Now I have to make sure I did this right. If not, I'll have to reset the game. So okay, let's see. I just have to look at it. It's been forever. This is back in the day of like cheat codes that you did like on the screen type of thing. So you have to, from what I understand, if I remember correctly, you have to hold L1, R1, triangle, and oops, I have to do some weird stuff. Triangle, and then X. Let's see if the game did it right. So we'll find out here in a second. We'll have to skip the. We'll have to skip the intro, I believe. I don't know if it starts at the beginning or if... There we go. Yes, we did it.
You are weary from your travels, but mesmerized at the sight of Baldur's Gate. Not only a town of myth and legend, but also a place
Actually, I don't know why I'm...
fame.
As far as I know,
and
there's no unique
fortune
dialogue
around
for
every corner.
Dritz. He's just a model
It is
that's
night
covered
as
up.
You enter the city, and it seems deserted.
You know, this beginning part seems kind of weird about like how Dritz can just get knocked out, being like as powerful, well known as he is. But I mean,
and in an instant, that danger is upon you.
oh, he doesn't get knocked over because he doesn't have a knocked out animation. So you don't. So it is kind of like, I wouldn't say a skin cover because he is. Well, I guess maybe it is. Maybe it's just the human archer, just slightly. Like something's patched on top of him. So yeah, he doesn't even have a fall over animation. That's pretty funny.
Yes, but take the gold.
Yeah, Dritz is so powerful. It's like, yeah, I don't think he just followed as simple bandits. You know, I mean, may have been when he first started out his story, but and no one's like, hey, you're a drow.
Damnable thieves! They grow bolder with each passing day.
Man, think back in the day, we were just like when I started the character in Elven sorceress, and all of a sudden. We're
easy there.
You know, we're back here after after 27 or 8 episodes or whatever it is.
Made off with your possessions.
Yeah, I don't think someone's gonna make up with Dritz's possessions like his 2 swords.
You're becoming more bold with each passing day.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to remember if you start off as level 1 as Dritz. I guess we'll find out here in a second.
It's not safe out
Actually, I think technically we can.
You could seek shelter in the Elf Song Tavern. It's close enough.
Not sure if I can actually skip the dialogue or not. Okay, you can. Sorry, I probably should have just skipped. I just wanted to show Dritz. There's nothing extra. Like you just walk into the bar.
Drawn by a haunting voice.
Yeah. The elf song, the lady who is actually related to Keldon or whatever from the tower. Yeah, nice little tie back there.
And grisly trophies.
Yeah, there's the beholder.
The haunting voice is all around you.
And of course, I'm glad we get to see Aelith again. Was her name Aelith? God, it's been so long since I played the beginning. I forgot her name.
One by one, they all seemed lost in its call.
Yeah, can't forget the call there. Call the call. Yeah, too bad in this game when you beat the game because the characters get teleported to nowhere. You don't really get to have like a. Isn't it? Yeah, it was Aelith.
Sing 100 times, and each time
yeah.
it's the
Where's she
spirit.
Sing more.
No one truly
What's the thing over the fireplace? I think I asked that.
That's a stuffed beholder.
Ah, Jennifer
a small
Hale.
version of the species, I'm told.
Lovely voice
Not
and
that
lovely
I've seen
model.
many of them. One of my
Yeah,
regulars-
robbed. Yeah, Dritz Stewart got robbed.
Sounds like member.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway.
Well, we've had to lock up the cellar because of the whole.
Yep. Okay. I'll speak to him. Yep. Okay. Let's look at our stats really quick. See if we are level 1 or if we're just whatever. Nope. We're at whatever. We're at whatever level we start at. So we get to play as Dritz at full level. So and then when we level up, we can get unlock the rest of his abilities and everything like that. And most of the stuff you can actively do is the rest of the stuff is just buffs to him specifically. The reason Dritz is so good is just because of his ability to do more damage with criticals and critical hit more often, and he's fast. So it's definitely fun playing through the game again as Dritz, especially. It'll still be hard depending on the difficulty because stuff can hurt you pretty badly, but it's just fun going through the whole game as Dritz in general. But yeah, he has no unique I mean, the only unique dialogue he has is when
this is not the place nor the time.
Is when he's like fighting, you know, but he never has there's never any dialogue at some point in the game where like, oh, you're Dritz Stewart and all that. You're like, no, nothing like that. So okay, so let's go back to the main menu. All right, I guess we could I can even import my old character. Yeah, Dritz is playable now. But yeah, if you have to normally beat extreme mode to do that. So okay, let me show the other character archetypes. I'm just gonna put easy just to make it in. So let's choose the human archer this time around. Okay, so let me skip through all this since it's just gonna be the same cutscene from before to play the human archer. I forgot what his name is. We'll find out here in just a second. So, unfortunately, the only bad thing is that if you want to skip through this, you still have to do the tower stuff here. You have to tavern. I don't know why I said tower. I don't know what I'm thinking here. We keep getting told about the motley sort. At least I'm pressing every button just to make sure
There,
I can't just skip
the
it.
haunting voice
Okay,
is
nope,
all around
can't do that.
you.
I can't
The
do that right
patrons
here,
are
right now.
silent.
That's nice seeing it, you know.
song
I get why it
washes
can't be
over
skipped,
them.
because it's not a cutscene.
One
It's
by one,
it's
they
in-game
all
cinematics,
seemed lost in its
which is hard to
call.
do, but cut at the time. Nowadays, you could probably speed through it or something like that. So, all right. So I've got two different sheets I can do
Beautiful
here.
song,
Now let's skip through Aelith. Oh, lovely
No one
Aelith,
truly
Jennifer
knows.
Hale, lovely
That's a
voice,
step
and a lovely,
beholder.
lovely lady behind it, and the model's good too.
Ethan's
Sweet down. I'm just gonna start up the quest for no reason other than to get into the. There we go. For some reason, it's taking a hot minute to set that up. So, okay. So one of the first things, let me look it up really quick. We already did the Dritz thing and everything like that. So there's two things you can do. I think I also talked about. I don't know if I mentioned it before about how you could duplicate like items and gold to get like basically infinite gold at the beginning of the game without a code. You basically just change players. You basically import someone from maybe a different file. They drop their stuff, and then you can sell whatever their stuff is. And as long as it doesn't save, they're on that file that they have the character on. You can just like and have the guy quit or the character quit or get rid of, and just keep doing that over and over and over again. You can give a lot of money for a new file. For example, if you just wanted to start from scratch, but wanted to have a huge ahead, you know, for like hard mode or something like that. So that's one way to do it. And I already told about the experience where you could just import a character after you've beaten a boss and import it into the file before that just to keep letting levels. Already talked about that trick. Let's see. Already talked to carrying capacity. Let's show off the warp ability. So if you want to do the warp trick, you hold L1, R2, the left, not the analog stick, but just the left directional button and triangle and start.
I can't do that here.
Well, I can. But, oh yeah, I forgot to show off the voice of the character. We can turn on invulnerability, which means you'll take no damage, obviously, and level warp. So you can go to every spot in the game. You can even level up, you can even teleport to the gauntlet if you want to as your character instead of as Dritz, if you want to see how your character shapes up. This is just obviously a coding thing to like let... a lot of these sheets are usually just programmer tools, so they can go in if they need to edit or get, you know, bug test and stuff like that. Yeah, like the crypt, the sewers, the thieves' den, the throne, where you can fight the, if you want to fight the beholder again, the burning eye. Oh god, the burning eye and tower. That was a bad part of the game for me because I was not at my full strength, so it's kind of, you know, basically chapter 2 is kind of the tough part for like depending on what class you're playing. And the mines, the swamps, the tower, and then we can go to, and if we do the tower top, we can immediately unlock the final boss again. And I could beat her at this point, even on easy mode, but that's because I'm invulnerable, so it'd take a while. But so that's one thing you can do. There's another little thing you can do as well. Let's go down the sewers, or sorry, cellar, and show off the other trick that you can do. Okay, this one's a little bit tougher to do, but before we do that, let me go over the character himself. This is Vaughn, the human arcane archer. Yeah, he's as shown in the main screen, he's only shown as archer. And you're probably like, well, how can I play as an archer without the whole game? That's going to be a bit tough. Well, he's got a really lot of pretty cool abilities, other than automatically starting off with accuracy and targeting, so he already gets that line of fire, because obviously why not? But he gets like arcane arrows, which reduces the weight of arrows carried by half. So it makes sense, right? If your main claim to fame is arrows, you're going to be able to carry more of them than the dwarf or the elf sorceress. And the reason is because everything he does uses arrows. Yeah, he's called the arcane archer because he uses magic with his arrows. So got flame arrows, which I'll show all this off here in a second. Ice arrows, shock arrows, hail of arrows, which allows you to fire a lot of arrows back to back quicker than like most people, like than the dwarf and the elf can do it. Enchant arrows, that makes your arrows do more damage overall. Exploding arrows, repulsion. This is similar to Dritz's ability where you can just push people back, which because it makes sense. You want to have, if you're an archer in your range, you kind of want people off your butt. So you might just shoot a bunch of arrows and cast repulsion every time people get too close. Dodge and bruise your armor. The deflect missiles similar to Dritz where you can block missile weapons. Endurance. It allows you to carry more weight. So, man, too bad the sorceress never gets that. Toughness. And the endurance is kind of supposed to stack on with the whole gathering a bunch of arrows type of situation. Toughness improves your HP permanently. It's kind of like willpower, obviously, except for HP. Meditation, regeneration, fortitude, obviously, intestinal fortitude. Combat reflexes increases how fast you attack. I think that accounts for your Arrows maybe slightly. I know you're only supposed to shoot arrows faster because of hail of arrows, but I think you can also shoot faster with combat reflexes. But your melee attack, it goes to similar to Dritz when you play as him. He was swinging pretty fast. If you max this out, he can swing his weapon pretty fast. Death Blow allows him to, his critical hits to do more damage and improve critical as well. So yeah, that makes him a viable melee target, although you want to do him ranged. Now let's see if I can do this trick off. This trick is really annoying to do because of all the buttons you need to. And I wonder if I'll be able to get the voice clip to appear, because there is a voice clip that happens when you do this. So this one's a bit complicated. So while we're playing the game, we need to press L1, R2, triangle, left on the D-pad, and R3, and start at the same time. And that'll give us a big cheat. Let's see if I can do this. The problem is it requires so many buttons back to back, and I have to like press the R3 switch with my chest, but I don't know if I'll be able to do it. Let's see. You can tell either he'll have a line of dialogue or all these will fill up with something. But the problem is I tend to like not press one button while I'm doing it. So if I can't do it on screen, I'll try to. I might just like cut to when I do it, because yeah, this might take me like a very hot minute to do, because I usually end up like not pressing, because I end up probably pressing the R3 before the. Yeah, I'm not getting this right. So yeah, I told you it'd take me like a hot minute to do. So let's see, nope, not yet. Yeah, usually he'll say like something about cheating if you get this right, but yeah, I'm not getting it on the go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut to when I actually get the cheat to work, and I'll either say something or he'll say something, one of the two. Oh, I got it, but he didn't say the cheat code. Maybe only the sorceress does it, because I know the sorceress says something, and I think the dwarf does. Maybe it depends on where you're at, or maybe I didn't press exactly correctly. But what happens when you press this code is you automatically hit 20th level, and you get 1 point in every skill in the game. I think you can still gain experience, but I don't think you get points or something happens like if you use this cheat. Like you can still gain experience, but you can't gain a level anymore, something like that. So you're gonna stick yourself permanently at level 20 if you do this. So, but let me show off. Actually, I don't have, oh yeah, I got gold, so I can go buy stuff. So let me just buy a bow, and I'll show off all his abilities, and I'll do this for the dwarf as well. And just to show, because I never showed them off in the game, and I'll also show off the sorceress's spells too, because well, I'll talk about it here in a quick. Let me skip to that. And oops, didn't mean to yell.
What are you looking?
Whoops. Oh, also, I forgot. You know, at the beginning of the game, we could strip down the sorceress down to bare nothing if you want to. We can do that for the guys as well. Equal opportunity, baby. Yeah, that's hot. Anyway, let's go down there. Equip the. Oh yeah, I need some arrows as well. Although some arrows will drop in the thing, but I'm just gonna buy some. It doesn't matter. All right, let's equip the arrow in that and show off his abilities. Now, the interesting thing about this cheat is it gives you a 1 in all of your abilities, but it gives you a 1 in all the other abilities in the game as well. So we actually have the sorceress's spells as well, and we weirdly enough get Cure Light Wounds. But as far as I remember, no character gets that. Like the dwarf doesn't get that, the sorceress doesn't get that. It might be a coding thing, like maybe a creature is supposed to get it, or maybe it's an item in the game, or because none of the characters get Cure Light Wounds at all. Like. So that might be, like I said, maybe they were going to give it to a character, or maybe Dritz was supposed to be able to do it or something. Because, yeah, there's no Cure Light Wounds on this at all, and the dwarf can't heal. So, anyway, let's show off the abilities. So let's go with his first stuff first, so we can show off, well, first stuff. Yeah, this is the fire one. Oh, yeah, you already, and see how fast he shoots his arrows at? Very fast, a lot faster than before. And the flame arrow, thinks that was on fire. Got the exploding arrow, similar to, you know, when a bomb blows up and stuff like that. Got the ice arrow, similar to like any of the other ice spells or abilities. It'll possibly freeze your target or break them in, like they'll explode. The shock arrow is probably one of the more powerful ones. It basically gives you a weaker version of the ball lightning. Actually, it might end up doing. No, I don't think it ever does as much damage, but it's very effective. Okay, and then yeah, I can do Burning Hands. Yeah, Cure Light Wounds, just It looks like it's the same effect as when you recall too, but so I don't know. Magic missile, ball lightning, lightning bolt. I don't know if I ever showed off lightning bolt. It's basically similar to burning hands. It's basically just except it's got a longer range, and it follows it will stick to a target when it hits it. Let's see if we have any potions yet. Let's see if I can get a potion drop or something like that. Second. There's fireball. Melf's acid arrow. Yeah, basically just poison damage. Odalok sphere, which is similar to what Dritz was doing in the gauntlet. Oh yeah, and the guy who voices Vaughn is Jim Cummings. Well, at least it sounds like Jim Cummings, so it's got to be. I don't know if I can. I don't know if you can tell by the jump voice and everything, like when he has no magic.
I don't have the energy.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that sounds like him, unless I'm mistaken. Snowblind is basically ice version of Flaming Hands. Fire Shield. I think this is the one that like gives us protection, if I remember correctly. Against just. I
don't have the energy.
I'm trying to see if I can. Ruby. Oh yeah, remember when we used to get rubies so we could sell them? Remember the game stopped doing that after a while? Anyway.
I don't have the energy.
Yeah, I don't have the. Unfortunately, I don't have a. Let me. Did I drop the knife? No, I didn't. Let me see if I can get a potion or something like that so I can show off.
I don't have the energy.
There we go. Yeah, I think that's supposed to give us protection when we cast it. And then finally, one of my favorites, even though I never got in the main game. Let me see if I can find an open area to cast it in. I mean, you can still do it anyway, but I just wanted to show it off. So, Meteor Storm. Oh, come on. Oh, I don't have enough energy. Great, I have to wait.
I don't have the energy.
Come on.
I don't have the energy.
Give me the energy.
I don't have the energy.
Yeah, you do.
I don't have the energy.
Sounds like a good idea. There we go. Meteor Storm! Or Swarm or whatever. Yeah, it just bombards the whole area. Unfortunately, you can't power it up past the 1 point, but the 1.1 gigawatts or whatever, so. Alright, well that's it for Vaughn. Oh yeah, Vaughn does have some idle animations. Unfortunately, to get idle animations, I swear it takes like a minute of waiting to activate the idle animation. I'll see if I can try to get one to activate. What I might do is I might cut to when he actually idle talks, and then I'll do that for the two, because he has like 2 or 3 lines similar to the sorceress. If you don't talk, they'll say something. So I'll cut to when he actually says something, so we're not waiting here for a minute.
There are still many leagues to go.
Not happening, Jim Cummings. That's one. I know he has like 2 more, I think. I think they get progressively more annoyed if you wait too long, but anyway, we'll wait till the next one.
There's nothing to be gained by standing here. Let's move on.
Well, that's 2. I think he has 1 more. I'll wait and see, but yeah, I like that they just get more and more angry. They're like, come on, let's go.
Let's press on.
Okay, that's 3. He might have 1 more. I'll wait and see if he has another one, because I don't remember them having too many lines of dialogue for waiting, but we'll see. Okay, it looks like he doesn't. Looks like he only has 3 lines of dialogue. He repeated himself after the final one there. So, all right, let's warp out of here. I want to show off the. Let me go to the. Let's see. Was it? Where's the Snow Peak, Ice Caves, Burning? It's not the signal tower. I guess would be the Burning Eye. What? Well, I just wanted to find a place where I could. Oh, there it is, Mine Camp. That's what I want to get to. I just want to buy a bunch of stuff just to show what happens if he. Oh, does it go straight into the cutscene? Yeah, because I've never been here before, so it's like... I'm surprised this doesn't glitch up the game as much as it does by doing this. I think there is, when I talked about earlier how you can get Dritz if you beat the game on extreme mode, I think you have to do that legit, because when you get to the end, when you beat extreme mode and do new game, he's supposed to have a character model you can choose from. And I tried doing that earlier before doing this recording to see if I could get work in the cheating option. And he wasn't appearing, so I don't know if I was doing it right or whatever, but he wasn't appearing as a character to choose from. So I think you do have to play that legit, because I think jumping around and warping messes up that. I mean, you might be able to play it by just put on invulnerability again to the end, but we still have the manual cheat to do this. So let me just buy just a bunch of stuff. I guess I could show off what the guy looks like in different armor just to show it off since we have the money for it. Although it looks like that money goes by really fast when you think about it.
My pack won't hold anymore.
Okay, so he says he won't hold anymore. I think, let's see, there's his one outfit, and there's the leathers. Oh, he kind of looks like almost like a centurion, almost, or, well, like one of the ground units or something like that. See, yeah, this almost has a Roman feel to it when you think, at least it just seems like it. Yeah, it looks like they're just different variations on the same color there. Yeah, I much prefer, even though realistically I don't know what work. Yeah, he looks like a, you know, oh, what's the word? Not a Christian soldier, but a, you know, oh, I forgot what the war is called, where they went to like the Middle East to like cleanse it, like the Holy War or something like that. Anyway, and there's the, looks like he worked for Richard Lionheart or something like that. See if I can, let's see. Oh, I didn't mean to actually, I guess you just automatically activate him when you do that. So, I probably won't do this for the dwarf. I just wanted to show off, like, well, one, other than teleporting around, I just want to show him, like, picking up too much stuff. Although, really, I guess if I want to do that, it'd probably be better to go to the final area of the game and warp to, like, the final, warp to that, the H area, which is where it's like right before the top, tippy top. Oh, I just felt like casting Meteor Storm. Meteor Storm! Probably if I want to get stuff done, I have to do the lightning ball so I can just... Or no,
I'm carrying too much.
There we go.
I'm carrying too much. My pack won't hold anymore. I'm carrying too much.
Oh, I guess he probably would have said the same dialogue if I had bought just a bunch of stuff and forced it on him or something like that. So, other than that, the only thing is, I'm trying to think if there was any other dialogue. Like I said, I couldn't get his cheat dialogue, which probably if I tried doing it multiple times, I probably could have eventually get it to work. But it's so frustrating to get it. The funniest one, though, is to get the sorceress, to get her to say it, because it's a bit cheeky and a bit, well, having Cree Summer say that is just oodles and boodles of fun. But anyway, okay, so let's go back to the main menu and select the dwarf so I can show you his thing, like what he does and everything like that. If the game doesn't crash, oh, it looks like the game crashed on me, so I'll have to I'll have to I think it's because I think it's a combination of this and my system, that the way I'm recording it. So I'll be right back after I get back to the main menu. So alright, we're back. Just fix that little thing. I don't think that's supposed to mess up the game, although it might have, since it's soft locked it, maybe it would have messed it up if I was playing this traditionally, but well, whatever. Alright, I'll show off what the extreme thing, I think I misspoke earlier about how extreme mode works, but I'll show it off really quick. But first, let's show off the Dwarven Fighter and show off his skills. But yeah, during this scene right here where you're choosing the different fighters, if you unlock Dritz, he's supposed to appear on the side. I think he appears next to the, I think he appears like right before, like right in the middle of them, but right behind them, I think. At least I could have swore, unless I'm thinking of Dark Alliance 2, which I think you can unlock Dritz in that game as well, if I remember. But yeah, unfortunately you can't. Yeah, the Dwarf Fighter is pretty cool too. Oh, and when I was talking about how you can get all the abilities in the game when you do the level 20 trick, it doesn't give you, it weirdly enough doesn't give you every single ability in the game. Like, did you notice on the Human Archer I didn't have Mordekaiser's sword? That's unique to the Sorceress for whatever reason. I don't know how that works, like how we were given all her spells and abilities, but we couldn't get the sword. I wonder if it's a bug, or not bug, like originally they were going to give it to where the other characters could eventually learn the other abilities by either leveling or by equipment, but I guess maybe they cut that out and they decided, that's too complicated, so but it's still left in. But like I said, I could be wrong about that. Oops.
I do.
Skip that again. Okay, and then like with the human, we can strip him down. Oh yeah, equal opportunity, baby. All right, let's see if I can. Oh yeah, let's show off his abilities, or let's show him. This is Cromlech, the Dwarven Fighter, and he's Scottish. I don't know who voices him specifically, but I'll show off his. Actually,
this isn't the place for that.
Yep, typical Scottish dwarf. Love it. Yeah, look at his stats, though. He's got a really high strength and a decent con, too. Like, that's why he's a powerhouse at the very beginning of the game. He's the guy you play if you want to have an easier time at the very beginning of the game. Yeah, he gets dodge, he gets endurance, he gets toughness as well, but he gets a unique ability called Bull Rush, which I'll show off eventually. It's pretty cool. Basically, you just charge at a thing and do a ton of damage. Yeah, you can get accuracy targeting, willpower, meditation. Intestinal fortitude starts off with that. Combat reflexes, death blow, improve critical, sword and fist, which is unique to him. Get +1 to hit and damage, which each rank. So he, even with his high strength, then upon that he even gets better chances to hit. So if you build him up right, he should almost never miss his attacks, except in maybe rare circumstances. Improved block, means he can block without a shield, which means you can give him a two-handed weapon, which is his claim to fame. You need to give him a warhammer or a battle axe is his big thing, because a couple of his abilities, which I'll show in a second, are tied into that. But if you want to go sword and board, you can give the shield expert, which gives him +1 to his shield bonus, so makes it even more hardier. So that's a way to just beef him up with defense-wise if you're worried about defense issues. Let's see. I think the only weird thing he doesn't get is... No, never mind. I was thinking of something else. He gets whirlwind attack, which is if you use a axe or a hammer, he does a spins around and then clinging to its fist, he slams the ground to do a little bit of extra damage. Okay, let me see if I can do the trick again on screen, but I probably won't be able to.
This isn't the place for that.
Did he actually? No, okay.
This isn't the place for that.
I might just go down into the cellar to do that.
This isn't the place for that.
Or let me actually, when I did the let me
This isn't the place
turn
for
that on. Let me warp to the tower really quick. When I was off screen messing with this, I mean, I still can't get it correctly on the first try. If I was using a keyboard setup, this would be a lot easier to do, because then you just slam them down, but I'm using a standard controller for it. But when I was doing this with the sorceress, I could get her to do the cheat code voice unlock when I did it here. So maybe it has to be in a specific area. Let's see. Yeah, I seem to have trouble. I'll probably do a cut again when I get it like hit right, like without a... The problem I have is I have trouble like hitting them all at the same time, like on command. I don't know why I can't just like insta do it, you know what I mean? Let's see. Yeah, you can probably hear in the background me like clicking with the controllers a bit, trying to get it to work. I'll just cut to when I get it right, so I can show off his abilities and stuff like that. Oh, did you hear that? He went ha 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 ha. I don't know if I left that in or not, but that's when you know you've cheated. So, yeah, he gets burning hands, he gets exploding arrow, flaming arrow. There's his whirlwind attack and cleaning its fist, bull rush. Yeah, you don't get that when you're the sorceress or archer, because they're only unique to him. They never built it into they never coded it into the human or the elf character, so that's why they can't get it. Same for whatever reason the sword, even though all it is just summoning a sword. You think you could easily code that in, but it's probably more complicated than I make it. So, all right, let's go to. It might take a while to get it to randomly drop. So let's go. I think I can buy a warhammer at the mining camp. I mean, I have to let the cutscene play again, but just to show off, because if you buy a warhammer, it'll give you you can do both the whirlwind and the Clangeddin's hammer or fist or whatever, and then I can show off his I've carried too much. He also has 3 idle. I guess we figured out his 3 idle conversations. So let's see, where?
How can I help you,
Battle
brother?
axe. I might have to go to warhammer. There we go.
Welcome, brother. If you're in need of a weapon, you've come to the right place.
Okay, so there's some unique dialogue. If you're,
Never will you see such fine steel as you will in this shop.
I knew some places had different dialogue, kind of like when you're an elf and talking to the drow, or when you're a human. Here he calls you brother, and I think Torgar
Swords, axes,
mentioned something
hammers.
too.
We have more than enough weapons.
Anyway,
for
let me just buy a
everyone.
bunch of chainmail to fill up my.
No room. How can I help
Well,
you,
he's a
brother?
pretty straightforward fella.
I'm carrying a mule's weight already.
Oh, actually, does he have any more dialogue? I might as well check to see if I can get him to say anything else.
Welcome, brother.
You know, very rarely are people gonna like show this dialogue off, so I might as well try to show it when I can. So.
No room. No room.
Come on.
No room. Got too much stuff already.
Okay, he only has 2 lines of dialogue for that. So, let me see if Torgeir has any unique dialogue for him.
Brother, can it be you have returned to us? I fear you have returned to us in a dark hour.
I guess, Cromlech or whatever his name, I think it's Cromlech, apparently may have been from this mining camp originally or whatever. So yeah, there are, I don't know where the human archer, where he gets his unique dialogue from. I think it's just in Baldur's Gate. Like, I think someone mentions him in Baldur's Gate. Maybe I could have talked to everyone to show that off. But Torgeir, I remember you. It's been too long. What happened here? Where's the rest of the Brunhor clan?
This camp is
And then I
all
think that's
that
all the same as
remains
before.
of our clan.
Well, I will not abandon my brothers to the Dark Elves, Torgeir. Let me into the mines. I'll drive them out to there myself.
Getting back into the mines.
Why did they leave the camp?
They seek to
I
light
think this
the
might be the
signal
same.
fire atop Earth. The gate to the mines was sealed with
Dumathon.
our key of Dumathon. I wish you luck.
Okay. Yeah, it's not crazy amount, but there's some slight extra dialogue for that. So, okay, let's go into the area over here so I can show off his abilities, and we can fight those wolves. And now that we're invulnerable, I think I turned on invulnerability. Yeah, we're gonna show those wolves what for. No more getting killed by them and getting overwhelmed like in hard mode. No sirree, Bob. Okay, let's put on the bull rush. Whee! Yeah, he just charges into them. Obviously, I'm not doing a ton of damage at this point, but okay, let's show off Whirlwind. Yeah, that's a really good ability. It's basically a crowd killer. Kind of like how Meteor Strike is a good crowd killer for the sorceress, while for the archer, I guess what would it be for the archer? I guess the lightning bolt arrow or something like that. Oh yeah, I forgot to show. There's Clarendon's fist. And that's pretty much it for his abilities. Oh yeah, let's see what he says when you can't do abilities.
I'm exhausted.
I'm sorry, let me kill these things so we're not hearing that extra noise.
I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted.
I know you have another line.
I'm exhausted.
Are you sure?
I'm exhausted.
I don't know if I can tell.
I'm exhausted.
Okay, I could swear that they had 2 lines of dialogue for if you're tired or whatever. So, all right, the last thing we'll do, at least for Cromlech anyway, is to show off his idle animation since he's got 3. So we're just gonna cut to, and this time I'm just gonna cut to splice all 3 lines back to back. So I'm not gonna talk between each one. So we'll be right back when he talks.
This place is chipping away the last bit of me patience. Let's move on. Come on. I hunger for action. Me weapons are thirsting for blood.
All right, calm down, Cromlech. Or I keep forgetting their names, like Cromlech. It is Cromlech, but yeah, he has those are his 3 lines of dialogue. So, all right, one last thing to do, and then that'll be it for if the game doesn't crash again. It might. If it does, I'll just cut to. Okay, good. Yeah, like I said, we're doing so many things. The game's probably not handling all the cheating, so with soft lock itself. So anyway, last thing we'll do is I'll show off the extreme, like what it is. Yeah, see, I said before that you don't want to start this pro bono or as a starting character. Well, you can't. You have to start extreme mode with the previous character. Now what it is you import your character, but you don't. You get to keep basically all of your stats for your level and whatever you leveled up in, but you don't get to keep your equipment. So you have to do that all over again. However, you could do the 2-player trick where you just get a second player into, or plug in a second controller or whatever, have them drop their equipment. I don't know if you can import the same character or not. I just know you can import a character, drop their equipment from that file, and then just sell the equipment, and then import the character again and do it over and over and over again.
Grisly
So,
trophies. There,
And yeah, this is the one where you're probably most likely want to find a way
to
to get to level 40 by the end of the game, because
silent,
everything just punches a lot harder in that. And I'll show that off by actually going to Eldrith again at the end of the game to show off how tough she can be. Like how long it'd take me to knock her down a peg, as opposed to doing it on easy, normal, or even hard mode.
Beautiful song, isn't
I'm
it?
obviously not going to play it legit. So let's see. Turn. Oh, it's already on. I guess it only shuts off if I
There are no enemies here.
Yes, Kree. I
Welcome,
realize
friend.
that. Okay. I just want to activate that. I don't know if that really. Let's see. Okay, we already did that. Let's whoops. Let me warp to. Let's warp to the thing, and then I can go back down the floor and get the Onyx blade, because it'll take a hot minute if I don't do this. Let me see if I can get her cheat dialogue to activate. So I might have to cut again to see if I can get this to work. So let's see, because it's pretty cheeky. Well, I think she has 2 different lines though, if I remember correctly. Let's see. Yeah, might take me a
You're
hot
a
minute too.
very bad boy.
Oh, see, did you hear that? I actually got it. Wow. I wonder what Vaughn says, but yeah, she's I assume Vaughn says like something like laughs or something like that, kind of like the dwarf did. But having Kree Summer says I'm a naughty boy, that does things to me. No, sorry, just sorry if Kree Summer ever hears us. She'll never hear this, but okay, let's kill the. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention that when you do this trick, your I believe your energy and health are actually supposed to be higher than what it shows there. Although maybe you have to do it as a level 1 character to show it off. But it's supposed to make your health and energy like 1,000 too, so you're supposed to be able to handle anything that comes your way. Yeah, let's show off just chain lightning against this guy, and watch how long it takes for me to kill this guy. By the way. Yeah, I think if I'd been playing this legit, I wouldn't have. Oh yeah, the other characters they just punch when they do their attack animations. The sorceress is the one who kicks when you. Yeah, this guy takes a long time on without I don't have any potions. That's the only thing annoying thing about doing this is I have to see if I can find. No, I don't need gold. Which I still don't know why the game gives you gold at the very end of the game. Like, you can't do anything with it. You can't buy things. I mean, I guess if you cheated and used the warp trick, but I don't think they consider that in mind. So yeah, I think it's just an algorithm thing. I think it's the way that there's a randomized chance of gold dropping and stuff like that, and I think they just didn't want to. Did I actually get a weapon from her? Oh yeah, let's actually, because I did this trick with a high level character already, it gives me some bonus points left when it's actually not supposed to do that. Let me just do see if I can get my mana back faster. Oh, I got a weapon as well, didn't I? Yeah, let's just start smacking him with this. There we go. I just want to get the Onyx Blade because it does like over 100 damage and it'll make fighting Eldrith a lot faster. Otherwise, it'll take me forever to beat her if I use like a really weak old weapon. I just wanted to show you, like, I wanted to show her attack animations when you actually physically encounter her in combat. I only showed like a bit of it because I kept killing her like away from her, so I wouldn't have to get close and just block all her melee attacks. Well, I didn't know you could actually turn the Onyx Golem. I think that's actually what it's called, is Onyx Golem. You can freeze them and destroy them that way. So, actually, I know if you cheat and do all this stuff on the game, it can actually soft let the game when you get to the credits. So I'm not sure if I can show off the actual again. And unfortunately, you have to talk to this guy if you want to get up the final flight of stairs. But you can just skip his dialogue and I've got to go. Yeah, the Onyx Blade is definitely a powerful weapon. I don't know if it's the strongest weapon in the game, but depending on your character class, it's going to be probably one of the best. Just in terms of its damage, so. And as far as I'm aware of, Eldrith does not have extra dialogue if you're the human or the dwarf. She says basically the same thing. So I kind of wish she had some slight extra dialogue if you were just like a single character. But I think it's almost assumed you're in with like multiple people at this point. But yeah, let's fight the final battle in our skivvies. We did it with the guys. It's only fair. Yeah, she throws the blade, then she'll like. She also can do that like triple attack or whatever it is. Yeah, see, that's the most annoying one to fight. Yeah, see how even though I'm doing all this damage, it's taking a little bit longer to go through all her HP. Man, think if I didn't have my. Actually, let's activate the sword just to help a little bit, even though it's at its weakest form right now. Yeah, she's gonna hit her next form here pretty soon. There we go. Now think if I was fighting like the fighter or the archer who had improved crits or the ability to crit. Yeah, if I was there, that lightning would have. Yeah, she's a little bit slower when she gets bigger. And I don't think I pointed this out, but she actually becomes undead-like. I don't know if you can see her face from here. When she gets to her final form, you can kind of see the her undead leaf-like form. I'm not sure what she actually is supposed to be. I think she's like a really powerful wraith or something like that. Because she's not a vampire, she's not a lich. Or she was like, I think you can barely tell, but she is like undead looking. I do like her armor. Like it gets more demonic looking as she grows. Like the wings on her helmet get more pronounced. Like she gets more spikes on her, stuff like that. I thought she's supposed to do something else too, not just that sword crash. She does the sword crash if you're too far away. Like what she did during my fight. If you're too far away, yeah, she keeps doing that to prevent you from range attacking her. Yeah, she'll stomp. I think that might be all of her attacks. Yeah, oh yeah, actually, do any of the other ones? I know the magic missiles work. Burning hands, that does damage. How about meteor swarm? Meteor swarm does some damage. That would have been fire shield. Oh yeah, and if she stuns you, she can prevent you from. Yeah, it looks like lightning's the only thing she's immune to, which makes sense, just because of what's going on. Yeah, the most powerful, like one of the most powerful abilities in the game, and you can't do it because of she's immune to it. So. That man, she's done in dreams. Yeah, it took a little while. I mean, obviously it's faster because I was immune to her damage, but still. Yeah, too bad it's basically the same dialogue no matter what you do to her. So, oh well. Yeah, she does. And it's kind of weird how she, as soon as we beat her, she kind of just goes, okay, I'm done. And like, she like hate Baldur's Gate and all this other stuff for like years and years and years, and some random adventure beating you gets you to calm down. That I don't believe, but whatever. Let's see if the game crashes or not. It might, because of all the hacking I've been doing. Oh, hey, all right.
In the flash,
I could talk about the ending, I guess, and stuff like that, like who the villain is. I don't remember, actually. It's been forever since I played Baldur's Gate 2, so I actually don't know who the big bad is that told Selvis to basically Selphis or whatever to get us into the tower to supposedly kill us, which we end up surviving by dropping in the portal. I don't even remember where we teleport to. It's a... Or the creatures that like attack us. I don't actually know who those are at the top of my head. If I actually went through my monster manual, I'd probably look there, because most of the enemies in this game are based off actual like creatures or types or whatever.
Eldrith is undone.
I think he's talking to.
Our plans has been ended. And the Harper that
I think he's talking to a red. Actually, I don't want to say anything without spoiling it, just in case. But I think we do find out in the second game who that is. But I don't think.
Where did the portal lead?
But yeah, here's. I think my theory was when I first played this, I thought maybe either teleport to Mystara, which is an island off of the coast, which originally was its own game module, but then it was added to Forgotten Realms as like a far-off island you could go to.
From safety. But that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who else, the adventurer to. Because it wasn't Icewind Dale. It wasn't Icewind Dale. It wasn't anywhere on the Sword Coast. If it was anywhere, it's probably somewhere off farther into the Forgotten Realms continent. But from what I remember, the Forgotten Realms is basically the whole the world is basically almost like one giant continent. There is some water to the west of the Sword Coast, but it's like one large body of water. There's not. I think there's big like lake areas over across Faerun, which is what the Land of Forgotten Realms is called, but most of it is one giant continent, is what it is. So unlike other worlds where they'll do like basically the Earth version of it, where they'll just do like major land bodies that are separated from each other, for the most part, the Faerun is one large continent. Yeah, I don't remember where they actually teleport to. They say it's a far off land, but it looks like green, so I was assuming it was somewhere just in Faerun, just farther off, because it's not in another dimension. It's not like on another world, like a Greyhawk or Dark Sun or Ravenloft, or I forgot what the Eberron campaign setting's called, or Space Spelljammer, although that would be in space for that one. I don't think they made any new. I think that's it for all the campaign settings, and obviously whatever, you know, campaign settings DMs themselves come up with. But usually they make alternate versions of those campaigns, because it's easier to do a campaign in D&D if you've got a whole world. You don't have to worry about making it all yourself and trying to figure out all the rules. I do have my own worlds and stuff with that, but I'm like with a lot of people, the best thing to do in D&D is just unless you're going to be selling your concepts or ideas to like some place or thing, just steal everything from all the other games and worlds, because it's only for you and your group. What does it matter, right? Like I say, if you're going to be selling it, obviously you'd have to make up new stuff yourself or try to make something different. But if you're making up a whole world and having people playing it, just steal the best ideas you can think of and just somehow mesh them in together and just shove them into a cohesive whole, because that's the way to do it. I mean, any good DM will tell you that that's the best way to do it, because you could make up everything your own. If you really want to do that, all the more power to you. But it just saves on the headache of, having to come up with all these ideas and concepts all the time. If you're not a super creative person, it just saves you a lot of issues. Oh yeah, I guess someone did have rules and rules implementation in the game, even though you had to break some of that stuff for the purposes of making this work as a game outside of a D&D game. If you want to play more closer to an actual D&D game, then play like the Baldur's Gate franchise 1 or 2, either the Shadows of Amn or Shadows of Amn or whatever. So, and I don't think I unlocked the Dritz stuff, because you're supposed to, as soon as you beat it in extreme mode, he's supposed to pop up on the he's supposed to, I believe he pops up behind the dwarf, but I could be wrong. But yeah, he's not showing up here, so I think you have to beat it legit without cheating to unlock Dritz on the main menu there. And obviously show the tutorial when I play the game or whatever. So yeah, that's it for Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. At least everything I can think of. Obviously I didn't show Vaughn's cheat animation or voice, but for the most part that's it you can do in the game. There might be some like different versions of the game, like maybe the GameCube version has some slightly different stuff to it. There was going to be an Xbox one, but that got canceled. And apparently it was going to be done by CD Projekt Red at the time. Interesting, but it got canceled the last minute. There is a Game Boy Advance one, which I might do that in a bonus episode just to show that one off, because it is, graphically different than the GameCube or PS2 one, so I might show that one off. And I think that's the only versions they did. And then they did Baldur's Gate 2, or Dark Alliance 2, which that one was, I think, on PS2, Xbox, GameCube. I don't think they did that one on the handheld. I think it was just console only on that one. So maybe one day in the future I'll do that one. But that's it for the bonus content of this game. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next game.